Hello, my name is Tony Dong. Uber CEO Travis Kalanick resigns. Uber's embattled CEO Travis Kalanick is resigning from the ride-sharing company he helped found in 2009 following a shareholder revolt led by some of Uber's most prominent investors, the New York Times reports. An Uber spokesperson confirmed to TechCrunch that Kalanick has stepped down. The report states that 5 of Uber's most prominent investors, including Benchmark, wrote a letter titled Moving Uber Forward, which recommended that the CEO step aside immediately. After hours of discussion, Kalanick agreed to resign. I love Uber more than anything in the world, and at this difficult moment in my personal life I have accepted the investors' request to step aside so that Uber can go back to building rather than be distracted with another fight, Kalanick said in a statement given to the Times. Kalanick will continue to hold a position on Uber's board of directors, according to a statement from the board given to TechCrunch. Travis has always put Uber first. This is a bold decision and a sign of his devotion and love for Uber. By stepping away, has taken the time to heal from his personal tragedy while giving the company room to fully embrace this new chapter in Uber's history. We look forward to continuing to serve with him on the board. Kalanick announced just last week that he was taking a leave of absence from the company following the release of a report into Uber's toxic company culture by former Attorney General Eric Holder. Kalanick cited a recent family tragedy and internal issues at the company as reasons for the leave, saying in a letter to Uber employees, "I need to take some time off of the day-to-day to grieve my mother, whom I buried on Friday, to reflect, to work on myself, and to focus on building out a world-class leadership team." Following his leave, Kalanick had put day-to-day leadership in the hands of several employees who had reported directly to him. With Kalanick's resignation, Uber is now missing a CEO, CFO, CMO and a host of other critical high-level positions following months of seemingly endless executive departures. Today's move shows that the gravity of recent scandals at the company and their threat to Uber's core business was weighing heavily on investors' minds. Perhaps most damaging were the numerous reports of sexual harassment and discrimination at the company, which led to an external investigation into complaints that eventually resulted in more than 20 employees being fired. Uber has raised more than $11 billion in funding and left its most recent raise with a reported $70 billion valuation. Though Silicon Valley investors have shown that they will follow a founder's direction in even the most turbulent times, recent events proved to threaten Uber's stability, something they could not accept. Thank you for watching. For the follow-up, subscribe to the channel yourself here.
For the follow-up, subscribe to the channel yourself here.
Capital. Kalanick's punch and the conflict undermined the company's prospects, said Ferdinand Dudenhofer, director of the Center for Automotive Research at the University of Duisburg-Essen. Ride-hailing itself remains a topic of intense interest for the tech and auto industries as they compete to see whether Silicon Valley or the automakers will reap the profits. But the significance of Uber has declined because the company has not managed to present itself in a stable and socially responsible way, Dudenhofer said. When you're at war with customers, employees, service suppliers, you can't build up a business model, and Kalanick was at war with everyone, says Dudenhofer. There is no business model in being at war. On Tuesday, the company embarked on a 180-day program to change its image by allowing riders to give drivers tips through the Uber app, something Kalanick had resisted. Drivers have said that Kalanick didn't value their labor even though it was the heart of the San Francisco-based company. Uber's board said in a statement that Kalanick had always put Uber first. But under Kalanick, the company developed a reputation for ruthless tactics that have occasionally outraged government regulators, drivers, riders and employees. The company often flouted city regulations for taxi companies with a culture that encouraged principled confrontation. The company's hard-charging style has led to legal trouble. The U.S. Justice Department is investigating Uber's past usage of phony software designed to thwart local government regulators who wanted to check on whether Uber was carrying passengers without permission. A key step toward Kalanick's downfall came in February, when former Uber engineer Susan Fowler posted a personal essay about the year she spent at Uber, writing that she was propositioned by her manager on her first day with an engineering team. She reported him to Human Resources, but was told he would get a lecture and no further punishment because he was a high performer, she wrote. That caught the board's attention and brought outside investigations that led to the firing of 20 people, including some managers. Former Attorney General Eric Holder conducted one of the probes, finding that the male-dominated Uber didn't have the most basic policies to protect workers from harassment. Holder's report suggested procedures that most companies have had for years, such as using performance reviews to hold leaders accountable. Also, Kalanick lost his temper in an argument with an Uber driver who was complaining about pay. The profanity-laced confrontation was caught on a video that surfaced in February. Afterward, Kalanick said he needed management help and had to grow up. The company began searching for a chief operating officer. In March, board member Arianna Huffington expressed confidence that Kalanick would evolve into a better leader. But Huffington, a founder of Huffington Post, suggested time might be running out. "He's a scrappy entrepreneur," she said during the call, "but one who needed to bring changes in himself and in the way he leads." During the past year, several senior managers left the company, including the president and chief. In March, board member Arianna Huffington expressed confidence that Kalanick would evolve into a better leader. But Huffington, a founder of Huffington Post, suggested time might be running out. "He's a scrappy entrepreneur," she said during the call, but one who needed to bring changes in himself and in the way he leads. During the past year, several senior managers left the company, including the president and chief financial officer. Outside experts said the only way to change Uber's culture was for Kalanick to step aside. But Uber's ownership and voting structure made it difficult to oust him. Kalanick took an indefinite leave of absence earlier this month, in part to deal with a personal tragedy. In May, his mother was killed and his father hurt in a boating accident on a California lake. Thank you for watching. For the follow-up, subscribe to the channel yourself here.